welcome to another episode of The Pescatarian and the Pig. This is my guest star today, Nick. I'm going to show Nick, as well as you all, how to cook halibut wrapped in parchment paper. Nick, you've never done this before, right?
I have not done this before.
So he might just be like you. So, the great thing about wrapping fish in parchment paper is you end up cooking it within its own juices and the juices of whatever else you've added to the parchment paper, and this way you don't have to cook with any extra breading or butter, and you don't actually need oil. I like to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to mine, but you don't need it. So
it sounds really healthy.
It's very healthy.
That's great.
Very good for you. You're basically steaming fish with all natural goodness and herbs. So you're going to need 2 squares of parchment paper. Okay. All right. We can set those aside for now.
Right.
All right. Now what I like to do is I like to start the base with lemon slices. So if you would kindly slice this lemon for me.
Okay.
I'm going to slice this one.
Okay.
And just slice off the end and then slice them about 1/4 of an inch thick.
So do you recommend using a large knife?
I always think the larger the better.
Yeah.
We're going to take our piece of parchment paper,
Okay.
and now lay it down in front of you, and you're going to line up your lemon pieces. How come? Oh, you.
Oh,
Look
am I not supposed to
Nick
fold
was
it?
no, you were good. Nick was smart. He put the correct way down. Meanwhile, mine is rolling up on itself. So you just put your lemon pieces down.
Okay.
And put them down kind of in a block.
Okay.
And then here I have 2 pieces of halibut. Now I've chosen halibut because it's just a nice white fish and it goes really well with the herbs that I've also chosen. So Nick, I'm gonna let you have the bigger piece because you're the man.
That sounds good. That's a good idea.
All right. And we got fresh sage. Now, sage is pretty strong. You don't need a knife for this one. Don't get all excited.
Feel a little hard myself, folks. Here.
All right. So just take off a couple pieces of sage.
Okay.
I'm going to use about 3. Sage is pretty strong for seafood, but it adds a really nice fresh flavor. And you're going to add the sage on top of your lemon slices.
Wow, okay.
Go. You can add as much as you like.
Okay.
All right. Now, you take your piece of fish and you're going to lay it on top. Okay? Now, at this point, I like to add salt and pepper. So, would you like some pepper on yours?
Please.
I like fresh cracked pepper, so I always buy the little grinders at the grocery store. And I actually got this pink Himalayan sea salt. I totally got it because it was pink. The sea salt works, fresh ground sea salt works very well because it holds its crystallized shape, so it flavors the fish very nicely. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I've also chosen some thyme. I'm going to just lay a couple of sprigs of thyme on the top of the halibut. Oops, I got a sage leaf in there.
Now you picked all this out of your garden, right?
Yes, I did. Right out in Woodhouse Farms. So, now, I like to flavor with garlic. Would you like some garlic?
Well, I do, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to, there's your clove of garlic. I wouldn't use more than a clove because garlic is very strong, so about a clove on each piece of fish. And you're just going to cut it in small little slices.
I mean, the only thing with garlic, I love it, to cook with, but, if you are on a date, you definitely have to watch out as far as, that kiss goodbye. I don't know.
Good point. But if you both had garlic, can you really fault the other person for smelling like garlic?
No, it kind of rounds itself. So
right. So just make sure if you're out on a date, don't order something with a lot of garlic while they've ordered something nice and fresh. But if you're both eating garlic together, then you can be in garlic love. You're going to put your garlic pieces onto the halibut.
Okay.
Now I've also chosen shallots, which are these cute little onions, and they're a little bit sweeter than a regular onion. Here's a couple for you. And you slice them into long bits. When you choose what vegetables that you're going to use on your fish, you use ones that can soften quickly when they're steamed or roasted. So a lot of the time things like squash and zucchini and eggplant, things like that would work well in this. Look at you.
Yeah, I've dabbled in the kitchen before.
I've dabbled in knifery before. So you just lay the shallots on top of your halibut. Cut the grape tomatoes in half.
Okay.
And that just makes, it just makes it easier to keep them on the fish. Oops. I say as mine falls off. Now, I use these little just olive oil carafes, and they make it so it comes out in a nice little drizzle. Otherwise, you end up just pouring a bunch on. So I like to pour it out slowly and just a little bit. There you go. And you pour out just a little bit. It'll just help keep the moisture inside of the fish. And it adds a little bit of fat, the food fat. So this is an important step. The way to wrap this is you take the two edges as so. You're going to match them up. I'm actually a little bit clumsy at it. But you fold them over and you make a seam.
Okay.
Alright, and then you're
I'm better than
already better
yeah.
than I am.
It happens.
They call me fumble fingers. Okay, and then you just roll that seam until you get it nice and tight. And then you alright, good job. Then from each side, you're going to do the same thing. But
like wrapping presents.
Right, which I'm terrible at wrapping presents. When you wrap it, you get it about halfway to the edge, and then you're going to fold it underneath. And that'll help it so that it just stays nice and sealed when you put it in the oven, so it doesn't roll back open while it's cooking. What you can do is you can put these on a baking sheet. I like to just put them in a cake tin because it makes it really easy to clean up, and it's pretty much perfect size. So you stick yours on the other half of the cake tin.
Okay.
Then we're going to set these in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees.
Sounds great. I'm really excited about this. Cheers, Rachel.
Cheers.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Okay. Alright, Nick, you remember cupcake, right?
Yeah, she's gotten so big.
I know. Cupcake.
Isn't she super smart? Like, does
Yeah.
she do tricks?
Yeah, you want to see if you do the trick?
Yeah, yeah.
Cupcake, can you sit? Oh, look, she's cute. Cupcake, sit. Sit. All the way. All the way. Good girl. Nice friend. Can you sit more?
What else does she do?
She'll spin. Cupcake, can you come here? Can you spin? Spin.
Oh, you're the coolest pig ever.
You spin the other way. Good girl.
Yeah, Cupcake. Yeah.
Now that we have our fish, it's all finished. We had it in the oven for 15 minutes and we're ready to unwrap it. Are you excited to see what you've created?
I'm very excited.
Alright, so you just unwrap the whole fish.
Oh, wow.
And you can smell the herbs and juices. They smell so good.
I just have to say, I mean, I think this is a great, meal for any date. I mean, it's super easy to make and it's quick. I'm really excited to eat this.
It's really juicy.
Yeah.
So let's have a bite and let me know what you think. It's really flavorful.
It is. No, it's really unique too,
Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming to the Pescatarian and the Pig, and we'll have more recipes for you soon.
Thanks for having me.
No, I don't have any treats. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Ready? Oh God. You're gonna take my fingers off.